Viary, July. No, why am I stuck in July? What the hell is wrong with me? It's September. It's really September. What? I don't know. Whatever. It's September 24th today. New iPhone comes out tomorrow, by the way. If you don't know, not excited. Because I take calls for AT&T right now. And it's kind of the subject matter of today. So, I take calls for AT&T customer service, okay? And, get a lot of weird calls. Like, people don't know what the hell they're talking about. About said a really bad word. They don't know what they're talking about. And they don't understand their bill. And they don't get this and they don't get that. And why does this not work? And why does that not work? And I changed my phone around with my kids with all the SIM cards and it doesn't work. Well, because you can't do that without letting anybody know. Because your phone just doesn't work. Yeah, people just don't know what the fuck they're doing, basically. And I just said it. Because they just don't understand. Like, come on now. Don't be an idiot. So, anyways, fix my boobs. So, okay. I'm just going to let it out there. This lady calls, okay? And I really can't even remember what the hell she wanted. But this is why. This is why I don't know what she wanted. Because she calls, and I just seem to think that she wanted to know, like, the order status of a phone, or... No, she wanted to know where to mail her bill. She wanted to pay her bill, but she wanted to know how much it would cost her to pay it through me, which was $5, okay? So she said, well, I'm going to mail it in anyways. And I said, okay, well, that's fine. You can mail it in. And she wanted to make a payment arrangement, so she made the payment arrangement for, like, the 30th, which is cool. Whatever. So she says, I said, well, why don't you log into your AT&T account like they want you to do? Log into your AT&T account for me, and we can look at the account together. That's what I always say. And because you got to make him log into the freaking account, because then you get points or some shit like that. And so she's like, I can't log in. And I was like, oh. And she goes, I'm at work. And I was like, oh, okay. And she goes, I'm in the bathroom right now. I'm calling you while I'm using the bathroom. And I was like, and I've got somebody, they call it Y-jacking, like somebody hooked to me so they can listen to my calls with me because they're in training. So I look at the girl and I'm like, and so I'm like, oh, well, okay. And I put her on mute and I'm like, I'm gonna puke right now. I'm gonna throw up. And so the lady talks and she goes, like, I can't even talk about it. Like, it makes me sick to talk about it. She goes, well, I just want to know if it's going to go to LA or where's it going to go? And I said, well, it just depends on where you live. And she goes, well, I have the envelope at home. And then I hear her peeing. I hear her peeing on the phone with me. On the phone with AT&T with me. Me on the phone. You gotta hear this story. So I'm doing my Viary right now. So, okay, I'll start over because my daughter just got here. Say hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
So, okay, start over. So, okay, this lady calls and she wants to know where to mail her payment, okay? And she wanted to make a payment arrangement, so I'm like, okay, we can make a payment arrangement. And I said, why don't you log into your account, your AT&T account? And because I have to get points, okay? And so she's like, well, I can't do that. I'm at work. And I said, well, okay. And she goes, I'm in the bathroom talking to you. And I was like, and I had a girl on the phone with me, like, stuck to my cord so she can hear me because she's in training. And I looked at her, and I was like... And I sat there, and the girl just looks at me like...
It'd be so awkward.
And so, yeah, awkward. And so, then she's like, well, how much would it cost to pay with you? And I said, that will cost you $5. And so she's like, well, I'm going to mail it in anyways. Like, yelling at me. And then she goes, well, I just need to know if it's going to go to LA. And so I was like, well, that just depends on where you live. And then she starts peeing. She starts peeing. And so I put her on mute, and I just looked at the girl, and I said, I'm going to throw up right now. She's peeing. She's peeing right now on the phone. And I can't make the sound go away. She's peeing right now. And I said, so I take her off mute, and I'm like talking so that I can't hear her pee. And then she goes, well, I have the envelope at home. I just wonder because I just need to calculate how long it's going to take for it to get there. And I'm like, but you've got the envelope at home? And she's like, yeah. And I said, well, okay, I guess I'll look that up for you then. And then I hear her get the toilet paper. And I'm like, I put her on mute again, and I look at the girl, and I'm like, she's getting the toilet paper right now. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to search for that address. I'm going to search for the address where it will go. And she's like, well, I have the envelope at home. And I'm like, okay, then. And then I'm like, she stops wiggling the toilet paper. Like, I can tell she's done pulling the toilet paper. And so I put her back on mute, and I'm like, she's wiping her ass right now. She's wiping her ass right now on the phone with us. And so I was ready to lose it. Like, my face, I'm like, is my face red right now? I am going to throw up. I don't know what to do. And so finally, she's done peeing. She does her business, flushes the toilet, and I'm ready to gag. And so then she's like, you know what? Just forget it. I'll just look on the envelope when I get home. I don't have time for this. I'm at work. And so I'm ready to hurl, and I'm ready to hurl right now just because I'm talking about it. And she's like, I don't have time for this. I'll just look when I'm at home. And I was just like, okay, bye. And I was supposed to do this whole spiel about, oh, we went over this and we went over that, and then I'm gonna send you a free text message and all this. And I was just like, okay, bye. And I just hung up. It was the worst. And then my boss asked me on the way out the door, he's like, so how did you think your calls went today? And I was like, I feel pretty good about them. And I said, except for there's one call, if you happen to listen to it, there was a lady on the phone and she was in the bathroom and she peed on the phone with me. So if you happen to listen to that call, it didn't end well, okay? And he was just started laughing so hard. It was so funny. So yeah, weirdest call I've ever had in my whole life, and it makes me want to puke. So yeah, that would be September 24th. Yeah, that was my day. So I'm glad to be home with you, Lindsay.
I have lots of homework.
Okay, well, you can do homework, and I'm going to take a nap and forget about the call that I had today. So, yeah, peace out.